Hi guys, welcome to Robin Hood Shaving Artisans. Today I'm going to shave the head, and I'm going to use a different soap today. This is Sandlewood soap that I got. It comes from Puerto Rico. I got it off of eBay, and it comes in a package of 2. The other one was bay rum. Today I'm going to try the Sandlewood. There's no manufacturer on it, but they say it's handmade. And I'll tell you something, the soap that I used before, the bay rum, was so darn slippery. It was wonderful soap for the amount of money it cost. I think it's under $10. The blade I'm going to use today is the, what is this? This is the RAPIRA Swedish Super Steel. And I think these are made in Russia, if I'm not mistaken. And they double wrap them, which is very nice. It's a quality blade. I have never used this blade before, I don't think. I found it laying in the bottom of my blade box, and I say, well, let's give it a try. If I can manipulate this, put it like that, I think you can see a little better. The razor I'm going to use is Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Dock Razor, which I use most of the time for my head. It's a 3-piece razor. It's an open comb, but it looks more wicked than it really is. And we're going to put this in there like that. And I'll adjust the bottom plate in a little bit. There we go. Okay, now we'll tighten it down. It has a little bit of overhang there. I think you might be able to see that right there against my black shirt, against my head, against something. All right. The brush I'm going to use, I used it a little earlier. I really liked it for my face shave. I'm still repairing myself from that one. But I used a YAQI brush. It's a synthetic, looks like a tuxedo brush. It's a 24mm, and I love this size. The handle is absolutely gorgeous. Just take a look at that. That's just beautiful. Am I holding that right? Yeah, 24mm YAQI brush. Not expensive, but very nice for synthetic. So let's, I got that soaking only for about 30 seconds to a minute. I'm going to put the puck now in my stainless steel container. Drop it right in there. I might add, well, I'm not going to add any water. I'm just going to take this and kind of squeeze the water out, and we'll see how we do with this. I can always add more water. Just going to jump around there a little bit until I get this going. I know this, the last time it really lathered up beautifully. Just a little bit, look how nicely it lathered. This has got tallow in it as well as glycerin, so it's just an unbelievably smooth soap, slippery soap. It's like I used the Williams in the blue box the other day, and I know they originally came out with a black box, 1940. You can find it anywhere, drugstores, gas stations, and this has got a few bubbles in it. You don't want to work it till we get the bubbles out. But that soap, it's under $2. I think it's $1.25 for a little puck, and it's the smoothest tallow-based soap. It goes to show you, you don't need to spend $30 for soap to get a nice shave. I'm experimenting more and more with less expensive. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? It smells nice. Sandalwood. Still a few more bubbles in there that I like. When I make my lather, it's a trade-off of the lather and the bubble mixture. If you have too many bubbles, it's not going to work. If it's too thick and not enough bubbles, it won't. So it's got to be a nice balance, and you only learn how to do that by playing with experience. And look at this. Look at the lather on this. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Oh. All right, let's wash the head. I was going to say the face. What I'm going to do, though, I had the empty one, I had my brush in, I put hot water in it. And then what I do then is I take the soap one and I put it right on top and let it float without spilling it all over, and that keeps the lather warm. I have about 2, maybe 3 days of growth on the hair, and I'm using my big ass brick of soap here to add some additional slipperiness into it. I know the soap was same kind of soap, but it was a bay rum that I used on my face. It really worked great. I don't know how it's going to work on the head, but we're going to find out. That's why I'm doing this. All right, let's put this on there. Wow. This brush is just, it's just, this is the reason I'm doing this whole thing is, I really like to pamper myself with different, the problem that I'm having now is, when I do a shaving video, I'm saying, oh geez, what am I going to use today? And I spend 20 minutes saying, oh, maybe I'll use this soap, or this blade. There's too many combinations, but it's my hobby and I enjoy it. It's not a chore anymore like it used to be when I shaved with the cartridge razors. Forgive me. Cartridge. I said a dirty word. I want to work the lather nicely into the hair follicles. And nobody has responded yet to me when I asked several videos ago, what's the difference between a whisker and a hair? I think they're both hairs. Why don't they say, you go to the barber and say, give me a whisker cut on the top of the head, make it short. Or a flat top. Do they use that anymore? Flat top, or am I aging myself? All right. I think it's all right. And I did get my mirror out too. All right, let's see how we do with that. I got a little bit of soap there. All right. I got my blade in, my Dock razor. This goes like $45 or something, but I'll tell you something. It looks brutal because it's open comb, but it's one of the gentlest razors to use, especially if you do head shaves. And to begin with, I'm going to go front to back. I'm just holding the razor very lightly just so it doesn't fall. Let the razor do the work. You don't want to press down. I usually wind up nicking myself anyway, no matter how careful I am, but it's part of the game to see if I can shave one time without nicking myself. Boy, you can hear that blade. Wow. I've used Astro blades to shave my head, and it's done really nice. This looks like a nick, but it's not. All right, let's go back. So far, so good, guys. One thing I like about this open comb is, see the streak marks of the soap? You think it's not cutting, but it is. And now what I'm doing is I'm holding the razor a little more flat like that on the head rather than like this. And it allows me to buff it without nicking or cutting myself. Well, I'll tell you something, you can really feel that the blade. You get good feedback, put it like that. Careful, Robin, don't cut your ears off. Okay, we're going to go down now. All right. It's hard when you're right-handed. I probably could switch over to another hand, but I don't. All right, now I'm gonna. One thing, if you find when you're cutting your head or shaving your head, if it's you find a rough spot, like you can hear it with the razor, don't worry about it. You can get it on the next pass. If you spend too much time on it, that's where you start nicking yourself. All right, we're going to start going down on the back now. This basically is by feel, because of course you can't see it. I don't have a mirror behind me, except for my hand mirror. So far so good. And now I'll switch hands. This blade is let's gauge it between the sharpness and the comfortableness, I guess, the comfort level of the blade. Sharp, I'd say, give it a 6, assuming that, what are we basing it against? A feather blade would be like a 10 sharpness. So I'm giving it about a 6. Comfort level, 5 or 6 in that area. Maybe because I'm not for sure of it yet. I don't have this confidence in it. That'll come with time. All right, let's do it. Wash the head again. And this time we're going to go kind of crossways. The back always needs more attention than the front. I really got a lot of soap in here yet. I'm telling you, if you've never tried this soap, I'll have some links down below on all this these products, but if you've ever tried this soap, give it a shot. I think you're going to really enjoy it. It's not going to set you back an arm and a leg. But some people just like to stick with one thing, and that's okay. You know, we're all different. We're all different. A lot of soap, slippery. That's what you want on the head, because most of the time you're flying blind. All right. Right across the front. All right. Inside the ear, that's all right. Now I'm going to go crossways. I'm just letting, you can see how much pressure I'm putting on that razor. I don't know why we move our head like this. It's just a habit. All right, let's get this nice, be neat and tidy, you know. All right, I'm going to go down. Sometimes with a second and the third pass, the razor, the blade feels better, and it might be because it's being buffed on the head. I don't know. I find that with a lot of different razors I use for blades, that the second and third pass, and maybe even the fourth or fifth shave you have with them, it just gets better. Maybe somebody can explain the thought process of that. Let's see, let's go this way a little bit. Not yet. All right. Now on the back we're going to go same thing. This blade razor combination is really nice. I'd say be average to slightly above average. But if you shave your head with a razor and you're not using this particular razor, it's really inexpensive, and it's a keeper for me at least. All right, let's feel back there. All right. This might be the last pass. I'm going to go against the grain. If you're just starting out shaving your head, you can stop right here at the end of the second pass until you get more experience. And then as you go more confident, then you can finish it up and get, what do they say, baby ass smooth. And sometimes if you do short strokes rather than long ones, it's a safer way to shave. And with the second and the third pass like I'm doing now, you want a little bit more water or moisture in the soap. Seems to help the blade glide across. That's getting nice now, wow. All right, I'm going to touch it up with one more application here, just to clean up little areas. But I got about 98% of it done. I just want to make sure I cut myself in the last few passes. Boy, look at this. Look at that. I can't. I'm gonna buy this. They got other. I was gonna say flavors, but I got the bay rum. I ordered to try it to see if I liked it. And the sandalwood. This is the sandalwood I'm using now, but they got other flavors, scents. I think I'm gonna get some other ones to see what they're like. All right, this is definitely the last pass. Okay, promise. Yeah, I can feel it. You can feel the blade cutting into the hair or head whiskers, whichever you want to say. Now I'm going to take my hand after I rinse my razor out, and I can tell where I missed, and then I start buffing it a little bit. And this is always a rough spot for me back in here. That's right, we didn't go against the grain over here. You guys didn't tell me. I can feel it. And over here, same thing. All right. All right, I'll buy that. All right, let's rinse the head off with some nice cold water. No bleeding that I can see. It's covered up with the snow up there. Speaking of snow, did you guys get any snow in the last couple of days? Look at that. Oh my God, isn't that nice? It looks so good from the front. I don't want to look at it with a mirror because I'd be disappointed if I nicked myself. But we have to face reality here. Take a look. Let me wipe it down a little bit more. I don't see any blood on the washcloth, so maybe I did pretty good. Let's see. Get my mirror. Wow. It's not a spot. Good. All right. I'm really nice and smooth. I'm pleased with that. All right, let's top this off with some witch hazel with tea tree oil in my Humphreys, in dedication to Paul Humphrey, Paul H. Films. Give him a watch too. I watch him all the time. He's on YouTube. He's the problem that got me started with this whole thing. Cost me a fortune, but I don't mind. It's fine. And now I'm going to use some Dusk Urban Cowboy aftershave moisturizing balm. This is really nice. I like this. But I'm not going to use any cologne on the head. Oh yeah. Oh, might as well put it on my face. Don't waste it. All right. This recap. Dusk Urban Cowboy, the aftershave moisturizer, really smells nice. That's what I'm using. Then I use my Humphreys, dedication to Paul Humphrey, Paul H. Films. The blade I used was the RAPIRA, I believe it's a Russian blade, Swedish steel. Very nice. I give it a good rating. And the razor, of course, is my favorite dock razor. This is from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. I just love this razor. It did a nice job. No cuts. The soap brush I use, the brush I used was a synthetic YAQI number 24 mil brush. Look at the soap in that yet. Wow. It's synthetic. It's a tuxedo brush. And the soap I used was a Sandlewood soap. This is shaving soap. It's made in Puerto Rico, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I can't say enough about this soap. I have some soaps that are $30, $35, $40, and are not as good as this soap. Anyway, give it a try if you want to. They're very nice. All the links are down below. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great day. No red rage. You know what? And be nice to each other. It's the weekend. Actually, you should be nice to everybody all the time. But we'll see you in the next shave. Thanks a lot for stopping in. Bye-bye.